Welcome back, and well, let's take a look at the objectives as promised last time. When you have all the artifacts, meet Artemis and Turkish Courtyard and Storm Market Plaza has been, well, obviously cancelled. After that, place the heart on the Bradshaw Monument in the Oldale Plaza. Place the chalice on the Cataclysm Memorial in Fort Iron. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the final mission. Oh dear, it's quite a list. Let's see. I think we have to place all... Hello game, please don't crash. We have to place all 5 artifacts in their respective places and then activate the final glyph and then see what happens. What is that? The first one said Oldale Plaza. That should be here across the river. I just gotta find out where that monument is. I think that's the way I have a bit more peace and quiet while looking around. Is that the monument? That definitely looks like it. Yeah, Bradshaw Monument in memory of Sir Bradshaw S. Oldale, district founder.
1 down, 4 to go.
Okay. What's the next one? Fort Ironwood. That's in the old... That's in the old quarter, I think. Should be easy enough getting there. Alright, oh, this music again. I guess this is the old quarter music. Where is everybody? I'm a bit worried. Hello? Yeah, this is Fort Ironwood. What was it? Cataclysm Memorial. Where the hell is that?
Did they cry? Your quasi-brethren? Did they scream? Do not do this thing. It will destroy us all. I suppose that's what they must believe. And I suppose they are right. Did they cry?
Will you please stop talking to me like that? Was it down here? I think I saw some kind of monument down here. But I'm not sure. Also, where is everybody? I mean, I'm not really complaining. This way I can check out the entire place. It's just a bit worrying that everybody's gone. Okay, the zombies are still there. But seems like this is just... Oh, that's a hammer on the ground. Oh, hello. Take the water arrow. Yeah, I don't think that's here. Maybe it's upstairs in the cathedral itself. There's bread. Oh. Zombies behind this door. Not sure I want to go there then. But what? Oh, it's over there. I see it. I see it already. Careful. Oh. Should be fine.
That's 2 of them, but I still have 3 of these artifacts to position.
Yep. Okay. Goodbye. What's next? In the docks, Stone Market, and South Quarter. Right now... Okay, docks is not too far away. It's pretty cool. Didn't know that was possible. However, it is the wrong way. Oh, what's this? Okay, just some kind of shortcut. Anyway, the docks are here. Down this way. It's a bit worrying that everything's so empty. What happened? Where is everybody? So, first landing marker. Where is that? I think I vaguely remember it.
The failsafe. The last of all glyphs. Have things become so bad then so soon? Tempting is the power of the glyphs, and weak are little humans like you.
So, what do you have for me?
That was fast. I don't think it's here. I think I just want to go here for the shop. Or for the fence. I think I know where it is. Why is everybody gone? Huh?
Ahoy there, shopper.
I wish he had more arrows. That would have been nice. I think it was somewhere around here. Here.
So far, so good. Now there's only 2 artifacts left to place.
This is quite a view. Actually, I think that's... Is that Captain Moira's house? I've often wondered what lies beyond this ocean. Because we always only get to know the city. But the world must be so much bigger in Thief. Too bad we never got a proper Thief 4. Who knows? Maybe it would have actually taken place outside the city. Alright, next. Stone Market proper and South Quarter. I think I can do South Quarter first. Also, I don't think I've ever been up here, but because last time this was filled with guards. So I want to have a quick look. Oh, damn it. Does this lead anywhere interesting? Huh. I think I've never been here. This is pretty cool. The City Chronicle Extra Doom vessel arrives on docks. Merchant ship Abysmal Gale. Oh, it's about that. Folded in to port on Sunday with its captain and crew of 28 either missing or dead. Witnesses say the vessel, formerly under the command of Captain Robert Moira, seemed to steer on its own. Now under City Watch investigation, the curious are warned to keep their distance from the boat. Officer Doug Limore explains, with this here cursed ship, you got your zombies, you got your ghosts, plus all the dangers of a regular ship, drowning, splinters, what have you. With that said, this is one reporter that will indeed be keeping her distance. Additional reports indicate the possibility that undead who disembarked from the vessel may be congregating in or around the sewers. Wait, there's somebody here? Oh, just a normal guy.
Not getting any younger. That's for dang darn sure. Not a bit younger at all.
That was cool. Alright, on to the last 2 places. I wonder if I'd have to do it in order, because it said lastly, place the eye. But we'll find out.
The other sentients, so sad and simple. Most of them cannot even speak yet. But we are all fascinated by potential unlife. I thought that Aztec was trying to reunite us all. But oh,
Sorry, I apparently triggered 2. Oh, I would have to do that again. I'm not really gonna do that again. I don't really need money anymore anyway. I just wanted to do it to explore the place. Sorry, I have to go back real quick. I reloaded because for some reason it seems I triggered 2 voice texts at once and it was impossible to understand anything at all anymore. I think I should just keep standing when the eye talks, because I probably walked past some part that triggered another text. Alright. Come on, speak again.
the other sentients, so sad and simple. Most most of them cannot fascinating yet. I thought that I was reunite us unlocked at last. Now I see. It is the thief who wishes to unlock the finals. The first one. Our destiny approaches.
Okay, no, it still played both at once. This music is kind of nostalgic, so it was one of the first songs that played when I started this playthrough.
Sure, not a bit younger at all.
And that has been a while already at this point. So all the guards are gone? Maybe they didn't want to make it too difficult to navigate the city and...
I'm Thomas, the proprietor here. We're here to help if you...
No, you're Thomas, the guy who never shuts the fuck up. Well, as I was saying, maybe it's maybe they got rid of all the guards so you can navigate the city easier to place all the artifacts. Now, let's see if I can already place the eye. Or if maybe it's gonna tell me, no, don't place me yet. That was just a habit at this point.
It's not time for the eye yet. I have to finish
Okay.
placing the other artifacts first.
I see. So the fact that it said lastly, I was not just poorly worded. That was actually really, well, exactly what it says. I have to place it lastly. So what was in here? Base of the clock tower. That should be somewhere around here. No, wait. It should not. That's where the clock tower fell. I think it was... somewhere here. I am not entirely sure.
Ready to watch whatever it is I'm supposed to watch.
I'll just have to look around a bit, I guess. Oh, there's a guard. What was it again? Maybe it was here. Maybe I'm in the wrong part of Stone Market. Oh, I'm floating again. I can't really imagine it, because this is where the clock tower was, isn't it? But maybe I'm remembering it wrong. I'm gonna have a look at the other part. But first, I'll take this.
We share flesh and blood, thief. It is through your eye that I see. Painful, was it not? To lose it. But that's why you are the one. Only you are attuned to me. And only I can initiate the failsafe.
Okay, but could you stop talking to me so loudly? What is this? Oh, what is this? Oh, it's just that shop. Huh. By the way, I'm beginning to think that there's some kind of bug. Because it's been a while, I mean, it's been ages since I played the game for the very first time. But I vaguely remember when I played it with a friend that while we were trying to put the artifacts in their places, there was constantly all kinds of creatures. And I think even the hag herself haunting and hunting us. So the fact that everything is so empty feels like it's a bug to... Wait. That looks like... Oh. Okay. Okay, so why is it here? Because on the map it definitely looks like the left part has the clock tower. But the writing clock tower is written... You know, it's written right next to this building that looks like the clock tower, but maybe it's rather supposed to be under this doorway in the right part of the map. Maybe that's what's supposed to say clock tower, like saying that this is the entrance. Anyway,
4 of the 5 are all set. I can't stop now.
I vaguely remember the hag running around here. So yeah, I'm pretty sure for whatever reason, I don't know, there's a bug here and they're just not appearing. But can't really do anything against that, about that. I mean, I don't know why it's happening. Hello? Uh-oh. Okay, that's another bug. I'll be right back.
4 of the 5 are all set. I can't stop now.
Alright, I'm back. I'm not going to enter that shop anymore. I think it's best if I just go and place the final artifact now. Oh, wrong way. But yeah, about the bug, I this bug, if it is a bug, I mean, what else can I call it? This weird behavior, I don't know how to fix it, so I would like to have to show you the creepy finale where you are hunted by the hag. But I have no idea what caused all of the enemies to disappear, so I can't really do anything. Of course that makes it a bit anticlimactic, but on the other hand I also do remember that it was not done very well. You would see the hag fighting against guards, I think, and there was a lot of chaos, so sometimes it was more frustrating than really creepy, but I may be remembering that wrongly as well. Either way, time to put the eye into the well, or fountain rather. Not well. Here we go. This might actually be...
Now for the last artifact, the eye. Let's hope this final glyph does something useful.
Also, let's say goodbye to the city. Goodbye.
If I never see another glyph again, it'll be too soon.
Back with you. Old. Oh, so old. All ruined.
Did you see that? Never noticed it before. How could a building just...
goblins at the very stroke of midnight.
Does that look like gold to you there? Hurry, before someone else...
Someone at the window.
They've all gone. What will we do? What will become of the city without us?
Returned his chalice to us. Then Jacknall's paw, it becomes he back to us.
Did Garrett bring them back?
That's not for you.
Please, sir, I'm hungry.
You have talent. It's no easy thing to see a keeper. Especially one who does not wish to be seen.
Huh. Nice. So that was it. The ending is a bit, well, I wouldn't say confusing, but it leaves a lot of questions, in my opinion. Something happens with the final glyph, and I'm not entirely sure what it activated. I mean, it probably got rid of all the glyphs that had been working so far. It was probably kind of like a failsafe to eradicate the glyphs if the keepers became too dependent on them. But did it do anything else? What was it when the people were talking about the building that had suddenly appeared? Was it just the keepers building that had so far been invisible to them? Or did the glyph perhaps activate something else? I was not entirely sure about that, but maybe I'm just too stupid for it. Other than that, what can I say about the game? Overall, I still think it's definitely not as good as the first and second one, simply because the new engine has a lot of flaws and is rather buggy, as you could see yourself, as you could see for yourself throughout this playthrough. And also the controls were a bit clunky and weird. Not saying that the controls in the original were always perfect, they had a lot of flaws as well, but leaning around corners and all that was much smoother in the original. It all felt a bit laggy in this one, and it's one of the core mechanics, so having some of the core mechanics feel weird is automatically a very big minus for a Thief game. Like even clubbing people, I think I've mentioned that before, feels like you have to stand right behind them, and if you don't, then it kind of snaps you into a grid behind them, and that creates a little lag as well, whereas in Thief 1 and 2 you could run towards them from every angle and hit them on the head, and if your blow connected and they hadn't noticed you yet, they would fall and be unconscious no matter where you came from, and there was no weird lag and snapping you into a grid for whatever. I guess it was to make the animation connect properly in the new engine. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's a bit of a shame that those things were the way they were. I would have loved if they had just taken the old engine but improved it graphically, perhaps. Because I can understand that in the year the game was released, they couldn't just release another Thief game in the same engine as before, because everybody would have laughed about it and said, oh, this looks so outdated. Although a lot of fan missions have shown that you still can do crazy stuff with the Thief engine, and I'm gonna show them at some point as well. But yeah, I can understand that they had to do something new graphic-wise, but yeah, I wonder if it wasn't somehow possible to have kept the controls of the old engine. That would have been very nice, and that would have probably improved a lot of the flaws of this game already. Because I think it also has a lot of strength. For example, the fact that you now can traverse the city was quite nice in my opinion. Of course it could have been a bit bigger, and all this teleportation between parts of the city was definitely very off-putting. And that was even worse in the original game. I already have a mod applied to the game that at least turns all the missions into one big mission, one big level. In the original Thief, the missions themselves also had these teleportation fog points where you had to walk into the fog, then say that you want to enter another part of the level, then it would load and then you would be there. And that would always create a feeling of disconnection throughout every mission. And that was greatly improved with this mod, where every mission at least felt like one huge area. I would have loved to have that same thing with the city that you could traverse every night. But for some reason apparently that wasn't possible with the mod. But yeah, the idea that you can walk through the city and have some, like, you have to go to the places where the missions take place, that was a nice idea. I also wouldn't have minded it the normal way, as in Thief 1 and 2, just one mission after another without walking through the city in between. But why not? It was a nice idea. The story, I did like the story as well. I think it was pretty, I'm just gonna click on credits again so I can talk a bit more. I think the story was actually quite nice as well. I really liked the slow build up again, and then slowly but surely you could see that the keepers were suspicious of each other because the prophecies told of a brethren and betrayer, and then it was quite interesting to start wondering who it is. Is it Garrett himself, or is it too obvious? And then the Orland guy becomes more and more suspicious, and the clock tower even points at him, and then the cradle happens, which is another big plus point I have to mention. The cradle definitely is a very ingenious level, and it definitely raises my rating for the game simply because the cradle exists. It's such a wonderful horror level, and everybody who likes horror atmosphere, I can only recommend everybody to try play it at some point for themselves. Of course, if you have watched this, then already the initial surprise of some of the things that happen there is not there anymore, but still, even if you know it, it still feels very great and terrifying walking through it. And then, yeah, I really like the twist in the story that the little translator girl who always was besides Karuka, and who has already been in the first two games. In the first two games, though, there were cutscenes with Karuka the interpreter, and the little girl was there already, and I really like the twist that the little girl was actually the hag in disguise that was waiting there patiently for the day when she could gather all the artifacts and find out how to activate the final glyph, or destroy the final glyph. I think she wanted to destroy it because it was a fail-safe against the glyphs. Anything else? The music was very good again. It was the same composer, so what do you expect? And the missions themselves, some were not so good, some were good, some were very good. I think the usual thing, every Thief game has good and bad missions. And I could probably keep talking for a while, but I guess for now I'm done. Before I drag this out for too long, I hope you still enjoyed it, even though I had some very long breaks, and sometimes I didn't play very Thief-like. That was also part due to the engine being so wobbly and laggy and buggy, that sometimes I just didn't have the same motivation I had with the Thief 1 and 2 engine to properly sneak and hide and peek around corners, because peeking around corners, as I mentioned, was not working very well in this game. And and the blackjack as well. And then often I wouldn't climb things because I was afraid of the bug where trying to climb something would cause you to float. Otherwise I would have also tried to climb much more, but yeah. The motivation for climbing and exploring kind of gets a damper when you constantly have to save and reload because you get this weird floating bug. So yeah, overall, as I said, I think it's not as good as the first two, but it also, in my opinion, doesn't deserve as much hate as some people give it. But of course, that's just my opinion, and to each their own. I have read valid sounding reasons why somebody hated the game, and reading through everything, I could totally understand that point of view. Doesn't mean I have to share it or have to agree, but I could see why the game made them feel the way they did, so that's fine. If you didn't like it, you're absolutely free to have that opinion. I think it was not as good as the first two, but also not as bad as some people think it is. But yeah, that's just my point of view. Thanks for watching, and well, as far as Thief is concerned, there are a lot of very, very good, very, very well made Thief 2 and 1 fan missions that used the engine of Thief 1 and 2 and yeah, were created by fans. Some of them are even multi-part missions with their own cutscenes and Garrett voices and great story writing. So I'm definitely gonna at some point start recording some of these, and you can look forward to that. That will be very nostalgic, returning to the Thief 1 and 2 engine and having these really great fan missions to show you. Also, maybe someday I will record the prison mission. If anybody wants to see that, let me know. And that's, well, yeah, that's it for now. That's the end of Thief Deadly Shadows. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.